Hope you're having a beautiful weekend, ready for the week ahead. I have had spirit, ash everywhere. I've had spirit getting me to get all dressed up, doing my makeup, doing my hair, feeling good about myself, putting some clothes on that make me just feel nice. And it's a part of our message this week. It's Spirit want us to know that when we feel good on the outside, when we're wearing things that make us happy, make us feel authentically us, it changes our energy. It changes the way that we show up in the world. And yes, sometimes it can be a bit awkward when we're learning new styles and things like that. I myself gone on a massive journey and trying to learn how to be confident in the way that I look. I grew up getting bullied heavily for the way I look. I tried to be a tomboy. I tried to not be seen by anybody, because when I did, I was either, treated weirdly by boys and men and not liked by girls. So it made me really change the way that I dressed. I dressed for everybody else, not for how I felt good. But in saying that, in the last, few years, I really lost my confidence. I did not like who I saw in the mirror. And, this time last year was a really hard time for me, one of the hardest times in my entire life. And my daughter, she's 5 now, she was 4 at the time. She turned and she looked at me and she just said, Mum, you're not pretty like other girls. And it broke my heart, because I realized I look like you. How are you going to feel about yourself if you don't think that I'm pretty? And I realized that it was my own fault. The way that I spoke about myself, the way that I cringed when I walked past a mirror, it was rubbing off on her. So nothing has motivated me more to work on myself and my confidence than hearing those words come out of her mouth. And after a lot of shadow work and realizations of why I feel the way I do about the way I looked, I changed a lot of things. And I started, asking Spirit, send me clothes that make me feel good about me, clothes that make me look good in what I'm wearing, so that I can feel confident in, because I didn't know what to wear, and then they did. They started delivering me clothes in different ways, in different stores, and making sure it was cheap for me also was a big one. And I worked to get to a point where I liked who I saw when I walked past the mirror. I didn't care what anybody else thought about what I was wearing, as long as I like it, as long as I feel good. Because a lot of the time I would go to leave the house and be like, do I look okay in this? Does this look good? And I would not like the fucking answer that I got, because then I would start questioning everything about what I was wearing. And, I got to take this off now, I got to do... But at the start, I liked what the fuck I was wearing. Who cares what anybody else thinks? It's about what I think. And that's what, ever since I've been doing this, I've noticed the shift in my energy, the change in how I show up in the world, the way I show up for myself, the way that I also shine out to the rest of the world. And I love that I can now show my daughter, it's not about what you look like on the outside, it's how you feel on the inside. I can literally go back and show her photos of me when I didn't like myself, how I looked, to when I like myself and I take good care of myself, and how I look now. And this is a message for our collective. Whether you're a girl, a boy, a they, them, it doesn't matter. If you want to change the way that you're showing up in the world, you want to feel good in your own skin, then there's things that you can do to change that. And I promise you, if I can be as unconfident as I was and be sitting here doing the things I'm doing now on camera and wearing the things that I'm wearing now, and I didn't even wear lipstick before, You know, like, I felt like I just wasn't one of those pretty girls that could do that sort of thing. And then one day I decided that I don't have to be. I just have to be me. And I love it. I love that I've done this for myself, and you can too. All right, let's get into the cards. I had no idea that this is where our reading was going today, but it really makes sense to the way that Spirit were preparing me for it and the reading I did previously. Where do I want to go, Spirit? Okay, let's start again with our angel deck. It seems to be flowing really nicely for me again using this deck. I had a bit of a break from it again, so I used it so much. Alright, Spirit, what are the overall energies for our collective this week? We got brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. Okay, so you may be getting creative inspiration and these new ideas coming from the fact that there's this energy shift within you that wants to show up differently in the world, that wants to be okay with being seen, because, you know, like, this is another thing about, like, being a medium. I have had to learn to embrace growing older in a different way, and, like, it's been a bit hard for me because I've always looked so damn young to start, you know, getting smile lines and wrinkles and grey hairs, and I'm 37 now. I am lucky to get to this point. You know, like, one of my best friends passed away when we were 21, and I would love to see her grow her smile lines. I would love to see her getting grey hairs with me, and I know her mum would too. We're lucky to be growing older. You know, like, these people, they get to be young, forever young, you know, and we are too at heart. It's how we feel about ourselves and the way that we're aging and growing. Like, we're meant to age. It's a fucking, like, it's a good thing. It's a gift. It is a gift to get older. And instead of cringing every time you see a little bit of evidence that you're not as young as you used to be, I want you to remember that some people don't get this gift. Some people have it taken away from them, like, and they wish they could have it. So embrace getting older. It's a good thing. I feel like that's what, like, you know, look at this unicorn's wings. This unicorn is not young. Those wings took a long time to grow. They're strong, they're beautiful, they're full of wisdom, they've been to many places before. And there's a golden light coming from that. It's a special thing, and the way that society has been built up is to show us that that's not, it's something to be ashamed of, and that's sad. I really didn't think I was doing such a weird reading on looks this week, but hey, let's fucking flow with it. Let's flow with it. I've never done a reading like this before, but hey, we're embracing the new. There's a lot of upgrades and changes that are happening, not just within me, but our collective that are, you know, along for the ride with me on this. Oh, oh, I love this. You've come into your own. It says new partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. You've come into your own. Like, it just feels like Spirit is saying that, like, you're growing into this, your own skin in a way that, you know, you're connecting with yourself more than you ever have before, and they want you to, like, to wear that badge of honor, wear the little sparkles, wear what makes you feel good. Don't be afraid of being seen. I don't know if we can see it on here, but there's a dude on here. He has luscious hair And this dragon is just looking at him with so much love, like, hey, good looking, you know, like. Knight of Air. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options and creative solutions. I'm going to have to get a bit more on that one, to be honest. I feel like I don't know how to put it. My brain's getting weirded out that I'm doing a reading like this, and I'm kind of like, should I start again? And Spirit's like, no, you have to roll with this. And I'm a little bit uncomfortable talking so much about looks when I'm somebody who's not very confident, and I feel like I'm obviously I have learnt a lot about being confident over the last year, so I need to embrace that. This is a different version of me that I'm not used to, but it's needed, obviously. Somebody watching this needs this, so I'm going to roll with it. There may be something popping off for you because of this newfound confidence that you're growing into. The fact that Spirit are wanting us to be seen. There's something that's happening publicly. It could be happening in the workplace where you're having to take on a little bit more of a public role, and Spirit are like, be prepared for yourself to pop off and do well with this. They want you to review your creative solutions to this. So knowing that this is meant to be fun, this is meant to be what's the word they just gave me and then it zapped out of my brain? Like a display of your own creativity. Like I said before, like, we're not meant to dress up for anybody else. We're meant to dress how we feel good. And that can change day to day. One day I'm wearing shit like this. The next day I'm wearing my Converse and some basketball shorts. I wear whatever the fuck I want. And you should too. And this doesn't have to be about what we're wearing anymore. This can be around what we're creating in our workspace, in our homes. It doesn't have to be what other people expect. If you're going to have a theme for one room, one thing, it doesn't mean it has to be fucking everywhere. How boring. You know, do exactly what you feel drawn to do. Let your creativity just explode in all the areas of your life. Let yourself be truly different and authentic to the way that makes you light up, the way that makes you feel good. We should wake up in the morning and look around our room and be like, I love this space. I love my bed sheets. I love my bed. I love the pictures on my walls. You know, like, it's something that I'm also still trying to heal. It's like a trauma response to not hang pictures up on the wall. If you've had, like, you know, difficulties with housing or, you know, feeling at home in your own and safe in your own home, that you don't put pictures up on the wall. And I'm still learning. I've got some up, I'm doing that. There is things all around, but there are certain areas where I need to just like push more of that like display of myself and who I am in those areas, and stop being like, oh no, I'll probably move again one day soon. But this is my home now. And I know a lot of us rent. There's different ways around displaying things on your walls without, you know, getting in trouble from the real estate. Just don't feel like you can't put your mark on things, is what Spirit is saying. Yeah, that's really what they want. They want us to put our mark on the world. And in our own, like, I'm seeing like a thumbprint now, like the fingerprint. Like, everybody's a little bit different, and that's what shows that. When you get to walk into someone's house or see the way that they dress, and you get to see a little bit of flavor of who they are, and that's really cool. King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Another one, please. Okay. Ah! That just kept rolling down my leg. Every time I caught it, it would roll again. I'm going to take you, and the rest can go back in because that's too many. Okay, we got the Wheel, 10 of Swords. This is part of a really much bigger plan. This display of authenticity is a part of something bigger. What is it? Sorry, my shirt's annoying me. Because the Wheel, Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles, 10 of... Something's hurt you in the past. And you reclaiming this energy, this power, reclaiming this space on your own body is like a victory. It's a part of your soul's plan. When, you know, the highest vibration that anybody can admit is authenticity, being exactly who they are. And who they are is made up of all of the things that excite them and make them happy. Everybody's got different quirks. Everybody's got different kinks, Spirit just said. So being authentic to that is going to turn this wheel for you and get things going towards that destiny a bit more. It's like you're having a glow up from the pain of the past. And I resonate with this. I'm going to stop trying to make these readings aren't about me. It's just the way that Spirit show me things is through my own life. So the best way that I can explain them to you guys is through myself. And sometimes that feels really awkward. I feel naked. I feel like I'm showing too much of me. But I guess this is just the reader that I am. And the right people are going to dig that, I guess. And the wrong people can just fuck off. No offense, you know. This is the way that you alchemize that shadow into the light of you, of the shadow of, you know, being bullied, being told that, you know, you shouldn't wear that, or just feeling awkward in your own skin because of the way that people have judged you. You have to remember it's usually because they felt awkward in theirs, or they felt threatened by you because their traumas had them on a I need all the attention you know, way of controlling a room. And you may have been a bit different. You may have been happy to stay in the background, and Spirit doesn't want that for us anymore. They want you to stand out. This is your time to shine. Literally, like, look at this unicorn with its like its unicorn like horn thing is literally lit up. I don't know if you can see that. The light's not right. There you go. And it's like a wand popping off, like a little beacon. It's like, hey, I'm being my authentic self. I'm here, Spirit. Reward me. Let me have the things that are more authentically to me. Show me more of it because I'm doing it. It's like, it feels like I'm seeing somebody like swimming. Like I feel like I'm seeing Nemo right now. Why am I seeing Nemo? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna touch the butt. I don't know why I'm seeing that scene right now. I first thought, is it because he was learning to swim with his little fin? If anybody knows why, if anyone's putting, any tarot readers that are putting that together, please let me know what the fuck I'm trying to explain what Spirit is showing me. I've just got to explain what I see because there's little bits and pieces for everybody in these collective readings. Things I don't understand. I ask people often, what are the things that that hit for you, like when they're like, I really like that reading. I'm like, what was it? What was it that you liked? And it's never what I expect. And I love that. I love that so much. It's usually parts of the readings where I'm like, I don't know what that means, or I just don't think it's very important. Is really important to somebody else. So I'm going to stop being self-conscious about the way that I deliver things and just fucking deliver them. And maybe that's another message for you. Stop worrying about your delivery and just fucking get it out there. I was also listening to A Understood today. I haven't listened to her for a while. It popped up and she was talking about how, you know, it's not the creation, like the perfectionism of creation is holding you back. It's spirit are wanting you to have connection. It's not the creation leads to the connections, but the perfectionism of it is stopping you from creating. So this feels very fitting to this right now. I haven't watched her for a while now. I've been in creator mode, so I haven't been watching a lot of people on here. On YouTube, I've been in my little creator zone. We got Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles is Taurus energy. Why are you in reverse? I think, let me get more. Okay, Spirit is saying here too that there's a grounding energy in this, in taking up space in your own body. There's a huge grounding energy in this, which is going to also connect you to your abundance, your money. You're going to stop stealing these moments from yourself unknowingly and connect yourself to this, you know, your fortune. I didn't realize this, but it feels like this is a blocker from lining yourself up with your financial abundance. So if you're feeling like you want to change the way you dress and experiment with different clothes, but you feel a bit awkward, let this be your motivation. This is like you not dressing up and showing up and taking up space in your own body, decorating your house to the way that you feel is going to make you feel good when you wake up each morning and walk through it. That's holding you back from, that's a blockage to your financial abundance. Okay, let me grab this deck. What time we got there? Let's wait. This is exciting. I feel like Spirit is saying to me right now, or they are saying to me, that like we've done so much work to call in this money flow that's going to help us reach our higher timeline as well, our higher purpose, so that we can do the things that we're put here to do, so that we can help our kids achieve the things that we want to do for them as well as what they want to do for themselves. We've been doing so much work to earn this, and we deserve this. But knowing that this is a part of it, is blocking yourself from feeling great about yourself, and this feels huge. I know it's going to make me feel a lot more okay with putting myself out there, feeling myself, you know. Communication and co-creation. the more that we step into that authentic flow, the more that you're and that creative being that you are, the more that you can embody that creative being that you are from the inside out, that authentic creation, that unique creation that comes from you and what you like as an individual, not what you think the rest of the world will like, but what you like. The more that we display that in our homes and on our body, the more that it comes naturally in our workspace, which is going to like literally call in more people that flow with your kind of like creativity that you can work together with. And it's like this beautiful communication of co-creation. It's like literally sending out, oh my god, that beam on the unicorn's head that I was saying is like a beacon that I can see, like, hey, I'm doing it. It's calling it in the people that want to work with you, the people that should be working with you, the people who have the same taste as you in a good way, and remembering like there is enough room for us all to thrive. Do not be intimidated by somebody having the same sort of style as you and things like that. It's just going to allow you to be more creative. Like, yes, it's annoying when someone copies you, but I don't feel like this is that. This is like, oh, I like what you're doing. I fuck with that, you know, like it's more like that, not someone being like, oh, I like what you're doing, let me absorb you. This is more like, I like what you're doing, it like you flow nicely with me, more so. I love this. This is so weird and different. I'm so glad that I kept flowing with this. I was being so self-conscious about this reading, and I was like, stop it now, start again, stop it now, start again. No, I'm glad. There's a new way of reading coming out for me, and it's can be a bit awkward, can be a bit cringe, but what I've learned is awkward and cringe is where I grow. So I'm going to keep cringing until I am completely my authentic self and I bust out of this, like, what society has made me feel isn't correct. Yeah. Okay, what else are we doing, Spirit? What else are we grabbing? I might get our last cards. Oh, this is exciting. I can't wait to do lives tonight now. This is a fun energy. If you are ever drawn to jumping on my TikTok, I jump on there and do live readings on there. I also do private ones if you're interested in that, but I'd love to see more people over on my TikTok from my YouTube. It's just fun when we mix those worlds together. Let me know you're from here too if you pop on in. Fuck, I love magic. Find those who inspire you to bloom, grow together, community, connection, reciprocation. How fucking beautiful to have these cards together. Look at that. How gorgeous. You're finding the people who inspire you to bloom more and more as the person that you are. They're like acting like a fertilizer to you, your growth. And you're growing together. I have like weird goosebumps all over my skin. I love it, and I want to cry a little bit. I'm not going to cry on the internet today. This is so sweet, collective. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to claim this energy, I want you to like comment down below. What should we comment? What's our claimer? Growing together. I want you to comment growing together, and whatever cute ass emoji you want to pop there with it. Claim this energy, collective. This is beautiful. Can't wait to see everybody dressing a little bit more creatively. You know, send me photos if you feel drawn. I'm down for that. All right, love you. Bye.